I guess hey, how's everybody doing today? Sorry we're late. I apologize, and I'm just thankful if you're still holding on. We had some technical issues, but we worked through everything. So we worked through our issues, and we've got them all straightened around now. So Chris and I are here. We're going to talk about focusing. We're going to talk into focus and what you can do to keep your focus. And let's see here. I know Chris has got something to say about focusing. So I'll go ahead and pass it on to her. And let's hear what Chris has to say about keeping focus. There we go. Can you hear us, Chris?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you, Chris. Sorry, I put myself on mute.
Okay, no worries. My computer's running slow. So
okay.
Just a moment. Oh gosh.
It's all right.
All right. There we go. Now I can see you on the screen, but for some reason I don't know what's going on. But it's okay. You know, business goes on, and I just want to let you know you don't have to be technically inclined. And my name is Chris, and I'm here with Shelly, and we work together as a team, and we're considered as accountable partners. I just want to tell you that, you know, you probably see her screen with her website, and mine's is not up, and I'm in the process of, again, my internet's running slow, and it's all right. I mean, I'm moving along as things are going on. But I just want to tell you, you know, today's topic is on focusing, right? And this is what I want to show you. You know, whether we're doing an online business, and I'm running my own business, and Shelly's running her own business, I just want to share with you on how it's possible to get your business up and going. And let me just share with you how this works. So just a few moments. It's running super slow. So as I'm trying to get something up and going, we're gonna move along. So just a few minutes. Hey Shelly, you got anything you want to share on focusing while my computer starts? I have to just refresh my screen.
Sure, no problem. Thanks, Chris. Well, I know focus is something that a lot of people have a hard time with, especially when they're running their own businesses. You get caught up in the daily affairs, you know. Sometimes you could be doing like a certain routine, and all of a sudden something happens, you know. It could be a family member, it could be, you know, loss of a loved one, it could be changing up your regular routine, and all of a sudden everything just kind of gets thrown in a different shape. You know, you just maybe aren't so focused anymore because your mind has to focus on whatever's going on, the situation at hand, you know. And so when that starts to happen, you really need to work through whatever it is that's going on. You obviously, because if you have something bothering you, it's going to be really tough to focus on anything. So the first thing you want to do is deal with that issue, you know, and whatever the issue is, just deal with it. And it looks like Chris restarted her computer, so she'll be back in just a moment. So thanks for hanging on, guys. So for me, in my journey, if I turn to scriptures, turn to God. It helps me to regain my focus again. Um, it really depends on what's happened. I mean, some things can just turn your whole world upside down, and people don't know how to even start over or how to get back to where they were. Um, especially like a death in the family. A friend of mine passed away, about a week ago, and I was I was really trying to talk him out of going in for the surgery. Before he went in for the surgery, I knew that there was something he could do that would um, help him without taking his life or even putting himself in a position to take his life. So that kind of threw me off on my focus. And then, Jordan decided to go ahead and quit his job and not work in a factory anymore, but be home. And so that kind of threw my focus off as well, because I had my own routine. So then once he decided to join me, then it was like, okay, new routine. So we started talking about things that we want to do and start focusing on things that involve both of us instead of just me or just him. And just, so that can things like that can throw your focus off, and you have to do a lot of praying and writing down. I take a lot of notes, writing down what's important. Like I was just telling Chris, hey, Chris, you back? Um, I was just telling Chris that, um, it's been kind of a crazy last couple of weeks because there's been so much going on, and we took a vacation. And so and we took a vacation during a time that was really important in my business, but at the same time, focusing on the family was more important than business. So I had to switch my focus to what's more important at that time. And just going through a lot of personal development, and focusing on becoming the best version of ourselves so that we can do better as leaders for you, for the people that are watching, um, guiding people. I know for us, we're going through this change in our lives where we are ready for a change, like big changes. And you have to sit down and kind of plan out what you're going to do when you've got big things happening. You have to focus when you have big things happening, otherwise you might not be able to reach your goal. I see you over there nodding your head. Are you all ready? Right on. So I'm going to pass it back over to Chris now that I've rambled for a few moments here on my own focusing issues. Hopefully I can come up with something a little bit more brilliant. All right, Chris, I'm going to let you take the floor.
Thank you so much for being patient. And I just wanted to share with you. Thanks, Shelly. Thanks for helping me out there. I just wanted to share with you a bonus that I have for you on how to be focused. Okay, and I'm gonna go back and forth from me to Shelly so that Shelly can talk about something that's special on this. Okay, how to be focused. Let me share my. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Oh boy. Okay, so the 5 steps to achieving in focusing. So the 5 steps. So the first one that I wanted to share with you is how you can achieve success. Is you want to know your why. Basically, you want to know why you are here. What are your reasons to doing an online business or to doing your own business? this is very, very important. In order for you to be, in order for you to succeed and to achieve what you're wanting to do, your goals, know why you're here. Why are you doing it? If you don't know why you're doing an online business, you'll struggle. I mean, definitely you'll struggle. You have a hard time. You wouldn't. You'll lose focus on why you're doing things. It's easy to know your what rather than knowing your why. What is your reasons behind doing an online business? I know for me personally, when I got started to doing my online business, that was pretty rough. Um, I would get lost. I started doing many things. So this is very important to know your why. Shelly, could you share about why it's important to doing a why, knowing your why?
Well, yeah, if you don't have a strong why, then you'll fizzle out really quickly. Um, if your why is just to make money, that's not a big motivator. You have to have a much bigger reason. It has to be to help other people or to spread good nutrition or good news about nutrition or good news about God or whatever it is that your main niche is. You have to want to you have to have a bigger why than just, money. Otherwise, if, like I said, you'll just fizzle out. Like for me, I was just telling my partner, my biggest why is my family. I want to leave behind a legacy for my kids, and I have a huge like desire to just help hundreds of thousands of people, empower them and help them break the bonds that chain them, that keep them from freedom. And um, to me, it's important to help other people get better, be better. So that's like my why, and with that why, it keeps me going, like I'm here for other people. I'm not here for me. It's, it's important. If you don't have that huge why, then you're just gonna lose your focus on what you're even doing. Why are you doing it to begin with? So that's what I
Yeah,
got
no
on that.
vision. Yeah, no
Yeah,
vision.
exactly. No vision. I know that for me, when I see somebody else, like I have a lot of 6, 7 figure earners friends, and I
You
believe
be
in their
just
vision. That's
chasing
why I've
everything.
joined them. Right. We join them because we have the same vision of like-minded people wanting to help other people become better physically, mentally, spiritually, becoming financially free. I mean, those are big things. Being able to help feed orphans, and those are big things. Being able to help provide cleaner water, that's a big thing. It's much bigger than money itself, or making money. So that's a huge why. Everybody's got their own whys too. I know you got your own whys, Chris.
Yeah,
Elaborate
yeah,
on.
yeah. I have a. I mean, let me share with you. I have a huge why. I've got my family. I've got my pets. So yeah, it's huge. But it's very important to know what your why is all about, and to help you in regards to that, um, it's best to make a list. Best to make a list, and the list will help you out. But what's even deeper is creating a dream board so that you're able to see it. You know, although there's like bubbles over here, I mean, if you create the dream board, you'll actually see it and post it somewhere. Post it where your computer's at, or put it where you always pass by. Like if it's at the refrigerator because you got to go grab something to eat, put it there. It'll keep you in, and on track so that you see it, you know why you're doing it. I mean, do you believe in this, Shelly? bye.
Sorry, back on mute again. Yes, I do actually. For me, I've not just started a dream board. I actually used dream boards before, and I'm building a new one. Um, my last dream board, everything that I put on that, I actually made happen. Like I lived in an apartment, I wanted a house. I put this picture of a house that I wanted on the board, and literally got the house. And a car, like I was very descriptive, what color I wanted, what kind of car I wanted, and I was able to literally just manifest it, So those things, in my opinion, definitely work in helping you to stay focused, because it's so easy to forget what it is you're doing and why are you doing it. And it doesn't have to be necessarily material objects, but even like helping, feed orphans. If I put a, picture on my creativity board of a bunch of little kids being fed, that reminds me that that's one of the reasons I'm doing this, to help those little kids. And I mean, there's nothing that gives me greater joy. I just love babies and holding them and making them. Jordan's laughing because last night I was just holding my little niece, and just breathing in her little essence and just feeling so grateful and thankful to have her there. So for me, yes, it's really important. Um, it's no secret that I help support an orphanage down in Africa, and it's my dream, one of my dreams, to go down there and be able to hold every one of those children, give them a hug, and tell them I love them. That even though they may not see me daily, I'm there still helping to feed them from another country, and I want them to know that I love them anyway. I'm gonna one day be there to hug them and hold them, but in the meantime, by being able to help financially support their needs, it makes me feel better. It keeps my why in focus. So, yeah, vision boards for sure. And also the story, making your own story, writing it out. I know I listened to William Wood, and I did that, and it was really tough in the beginning to sit down and write out a 30-day imaginary story about how my life was going to unfold. But I noticed that as I did it, darn near everything I wrote happened. And so I said, you know what? My next 30 days is going to be even better, bigger, greater. We'll see what happens, So visionary boards, write out the story you want to happen. Don't put limits on it. Get creative with your vision board. Do a nature background, make it 3D so that when you look into it, you really are seeing a true vision, from the landscape that you're looking at, to the home you're looking at, to the vehicles you're driving, to the vacations you're going to take. All those things will just unfold as you put that creative vision board together. You will literally look back and go, oh my gosh, look, I made it. I went to the Bahamas, and just like Chris is saying, I did an exercise 5 years ago, made a list of 30 things I wanted to do. And the person that was leading the class said, take one of those things that you want to do and draw it out as in detail as possible. Gave us crayons. I felt like a little kid again, drew this big, huge ship, drew, the ocean, the dolphins swimming in the ocean, the sun shining, the birds in the air, me and my boyfriend on a boat kissing, hearts around our heads, and by God, 5 years later, after I got back from the Bahamas, I seen my picture that I had drawn of the boat, and we were celebrating 8 years together. So, I mean, that was just another vision on my vision board. It was drawn out separately, but still it happened, So when we put those things in our minds, we create that vision. We see the vision with our eyes. We make it happen even better, even more, because we're getting into the feeling of it. That's what I got to say about vision boards.
Good for you.
Thank you.
Okay, so the next step is believing it. Now, this is important, to believe it. Although we have our why, our reasons, making the list. We have creating the dream board, our vision board. Now, this is important, believing it. Find a system that works. You need to find a system that works. There's many systems out there. I want to share with you. There are many programs out there. And Shelly, you want to share on that one?
Sure. Well, again, we've got, like you said, many systems out there. I started out myself with something that, I was never one of those people. Somebody tried getting me into Amway. Somebody tried getting me into Mary Kay. Somebody tried getting me into Tupperware. Somebody tried getting me into Avon. All those things sounded good, but they weren't things that I truly would use or believed in. You know what I mean? So then, 19 years ago, well, no, I'm sorry, 21 years ago, I keep forgetting I'm getting older. 21 years ago, I started, I had 2 babies. I was really overweight, really unhealthy, trying to get better. Didn't know what to do because I was trying all these things and not much was working. And I said, Lord, I need help. I don't know what kind of help, but I know I need help, and just guide me in the right direction. The next day I found a flyer, started my first business, literally calling this number about, some product, some herbal product to help me lose weight. I'm going to switch my camera around because it's getting a little sunshiny over here. So anyway, to make my story a little shorter, I got on the products, and when the lady said, hey, the way the business works is you got to talk to people, I was like, no way, I'm not talking to people. I'm too shy for that. Can you imagine me being shy, And I said, but I do want to lose the weight. So I tried the product, and because the product worked so good, I was able to believe in the product, and I was able to talk to other people about the product. And that's how I work. So when I find something that works for me, I tell other people about it. And so I found my very first system was a weight loss system, a nutritional system. I was able to lose 65 pounds in 4 months. I was able to feel better. I was able to, get rid of diabetes and bronchitis and fatigue and migraines and all these things. So because I was able to get rid of those things, it made it very easy for me to talk about these products. So same as, like, when I got online, I found what we currently use, what Chris and I are both currently using, and I needed that for my own business. It was something that I wanted for my own business because it made like blogging easier. For me, I wasn't a natural born blogger. So for me, this particular product worked for me to use it, and it became a system that I could use because I was looking at it and I'm like, wait a minute here. So not only can I use this system, but I can tell other people about this system and actually monetize on it. So yeah, when you think about, that, and you can actually believe in what you're using, you can tell other people about it. You're paying for it. Why wouldn't somebody else want to pay for it? You know what I mean? If it's a good product that's working, then you want to tell other people about it. You go and see a good movie, you want to go tell other people about it. Other people are going to go watch that movie, right? So it's the same thing. It's finding that system that works for you. Not all systems are alike. Everybody's not going to like, not everybody wants to sell herbs and vitamins. Not everybody wants to sell a blogging platform. But like Chris said, there are plenty of systems out there. Personal development, coaching, uh, email marketing, blogging. What else, what else is big? Vitamins, minerals, weight loss. How many people do you know are looking to lose weight? How many people do you know that want better water? There's so many different systems out there. You just tell people about the products, and then that system works for you because you're using it, you believe in it, you can share it with other people. Other people are going to want to use it too. Is that good, or do I need to go into more detail?
No. You know, I like what you had mentioned. You know, you found a program that has worked for you to lose weight, um, give you energy. But what I like about the system that Shelly's using and the system that I'm using, is that it has all the tools there for you. And the thing about it is that you learn from them and you're able to apply them. The other thing good about it too is that you're able to you don't have to pick up the phone to talk to somebody. That's one. You don't have to talk to somebody in person. That's two.
No, that's all right.
The other thing is that you can share your information virally. That's the good thing about it. You can. How many people do you have to talk to in person so that they can buy from you? Probably many, and probably only a few people will want to buy. And I know who the few are. Your friends and family.
Yeah, right.
Many of us are too shy or in our comfort zone to get outside of the box. I just want to tell you that there's over 1 trillion people around the world that can see your information virally by using the system. How many companies that you know of that have the right tools that teaches you how to do it so that you can make a profit? I want to ask you that. How many systems that you know of that can teach you, and in return you can make a profit, that has all these tools? You know what? I know, and this is probably the second or third program that I've gone into, and this is the only one. This is the only one that's actually teaching me all these tools, and I'm applying them. And bam! Every moment I'm learning something new. I'm learning a strategy, and I just want to share with you. I overcome my barriers.
Yeah.
And I wanna tell you that a person, I don't care what your situation is, a person who's either learning disabled, who's either confined in a wheelchair, who's either overweight, who's either anorexic, who's either a drug addict, who's either whatever your condition is, they can overcome the barriers. A person who's learning disabled can do it, and because I am one. I wouldn't be here on this computer. I wouldn't be here on this screen that you see doing this and telling you this, because you know what? There's many things I could have had done before, but I chose to move forward in my life. Just like Shelly, she decided to change her situation. Her boyfriend decided to change his situation. They did whatever it took to live the life that they have right now. They broke free. But I want to share with you. Check this out. Okay, let me go ahead and share my screen. I want to share with you the most important step. Okay, hang on. Because
Yeah,
you
while
need to
you're doing
believe in
that,
this.
there you
You
go.
need to believe in a system that works. Okay? And this is what, in order for you to be focused, you need to take action. How to go about it? Here, I gave you this. This is a free tool for you to use so that you be focused. Here, daily assignments for an online business. Always having something to do to grow your business online throughout the whole week. Check this out. Create a list on what it is you need to accomplish. Be specific. This is a guide and a checklist to what you need to do daily. How many people will give you this?
We're still looking
I'm
at
giving
the
you.
Believe It, Finding a System Works page.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I hear what you're saying,
Maybe
but
the.
yeah, I'm looking at Believe It, Finding a System that works.
Okay. Oh, shucks.
What you're giving is great advice. I mean, really is the stuff that Chris and I have been able to learn and be able to teach other people has just been absolutely amazing. You know, with the systems that we're using. You know, as you find that, Chris, as you switch that page over, I got to say, I've been on vacation the last 2 weeks. I just officially said I've got to get over. I'm done with vacation. I have to work some more. And I still ended up having like 209 views in the last 7 days that I didn't even advertise for. That's the kind of system we have. That's how powerful it is. So it's like automated. It's already doing its thing. Even when we're on vacation, it's doing its thing. So there you go.
Okay.
Good.
You see it now?
I do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I want to give you this because, you know, how many people will actually give you this? Take action. How many people will give you a guide to show you how you're able to be focused? Create a list on what it is that you need to accomplish. Be specific about it. What do you need to do? This is a guide and a checklist to what you need to do daily. So what do I mean by that? Okay, so what are you learning? You can share. Okay, how many things are you passionate about? Right? Are you passionate about animals, sports, um, weight loss, photography? What are you passionate about? Okay, and then because you're passionate about them, schedule them on certain days. Don't. I mean, I wouldn't recommend, because it's happened to me. I wouldn't recommend trying to schedule. Oh my gosh, I got 15 things that I'm so passionate about. I'm gonna do all 15 in one day. For me, I wouldn't do that. I tried it and it didn't work. I felt overwhelmed. So my solution is that you spread it out. Okay, as you can see, this is a guide right here, and I broke it down as passion, 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 passion. Then what I broke it down is, okay, when do you want to do it? Meaning that on what days do you want your passion to, so that you can spread it out 7 days out of the week, right? So I'm gonna share about, say for instance, I like food. Okay, so I'm gonna share food on Monday, Friday. That's when I'm gonna share food on. And then what am I gonna write about? I'm gonna do it either. I can do it either. Write it, video. Why I'm gonna write about it. And where do I wanna post it at? My blogs. So that's why I broke this down right here. I Because of my condition, I simplified it, and this is what I needed. I needed to simplify things so that, for one thing, it keeps me on focus. The second thing, I'm accountable. Third thing, I know why I'm here. why I'm doing what I'm doing. And this is important. Anything that you want to add on to here, Shelly?
No, I think that's great. We do have a 21-day action plan when you get on board with us. So we'll go through that with those that decide to go all in, get in with us and just actually get started. I agree with Chris, though. I've done that where I overwhelmed myself and put too many things on my list, and I had to back off and say, whoa, this is just too much. Rome wasn't built in a day. So yeah, to focus, you really do have to just narrow it down, get it down. I like the whole idea of chunking it down instead of being overwhelmed that I want to lose. I don't even look at weight loss in pounds anymore. Instead, I'm looking at it as inches, size. Like, I don't care about how much I lose in pounds. I just want to feel healthier, feel trimmer, have my pants feel lighter, looser, whatnot. So that's what my focus is on more now. You know what I mean? When it comes to myself. So I like the idea of chunking it down instead of saying, yeah, I want to make, $10,000 in a month. How about $50 in a day or $100 in a day, or like you said, taking that passion that you're most passionate about and thinking about when are you going to talk about it and what are you going to do? How often are you going to do it? Like I'm working with a few people now and showing them, look, some days you might want to do video, other days you might want to do just a post, sometimes you might want to just put inspiration out there. Sometimes you may want to just ask questions. I loved it the other day. I did a live video, had like 60 people that were interacting with me live, and I was so happy to have live again. It was like, yes, I can actually interact with people again. So for me, like you, Chris, just getting overwhelmed with too much on your list. I said today I had a list of stuff I'm still working on from that I made last week, the week before last, but that was so long. I couldn't even get everything done in one day, so it's all right. I'm getting it done slowly but surely. Chunking down the action plan, make it smaller. If you can't go, if that big action plan's too much, bring it down,
Okay, and then let me go ahead and get it one more time. Oh, am I on?
You're on action. How to go about it.
Oh, okay, I am on. Okay.
Yes, you are on.
So let me see. Oh gosh, hang on just a second. See, you don't have to be technically inclined. You really don't. Okay, and the next one.
No, we learn as
Receiving the benefits.
Yep.
Receive it. Because you believe it, you need to receive it. You will receive it.
We're still
Reaping the benefits.
We're still on the action page, sweetie.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
Okay, wait, one
But
more
yeah,
time.
that's the next step. When you take action, then you have to just open your arms for receiving the benefits. Whatever you do today, tomorrow, the next day will show up, a couple days, couple weeks, couple months later. So whatever your action is that you're doing now, there you go. Receive it and reaping the benefits.
Yep.
Wear
You
your
will
victory on
receive
your
it.
sleeve.
Yep. You will receive it. It doesn't matter how long it takes. You just keep pushing forward. Don't give up. Whatever you do, never give up. Because basically, you give up on yourself. So with that in mind, we just wanted to share with you the 5 steps on focusing. Succeed to achieve. So
Great PowerPoint, Chris. Thanks so much for sharing.
we just wanted to do this Google Hangout with you guys and show you what is possible. what is possible when you focus. And I just wanted to share with you, you know, a slideshow that I put together. This was on my heart. So normally we
Certainly
do,
appreciate it.
yeah, normally we don't do PowerPoints. And today I decided to get rid of that part, do something different. So with my accountable partner, Shelly, on the screen, I'll have her let you know what's going on.
Okay, well, just a couple of quick announcements. I know I've got to get going here to service. I've pre-obligated myself. So we've got next Wednesday. We'll be back on live 6 o'clock in the evening. Bring your questions if you have any questions. If you want to join us on the Hangout itself, you want to actually be a guest on the Hangout, let us know so we can give you an invite link to be a guest. We appreciate you viewing. We will have the Dallas event coming up here in what, 3 weeks, Chris? About 3 weeks, couple days. So the Dallas event is, I encourage you to get to this Rise event if you're serious about becoming an online marketer, or if you just want to improve yourself, improve your own business. You know, what we do is open to all businesses. It is going to help advance your own business. You know, that's what, like Chris was saying earlier, instead of reaching, 3 people a day, you can reach 100,000 people in a day, by going globally, by going online. That was one of the things that attracted me to online marketing, was so that I could get my message out to more than one person at a time. So I could talk to 100 people at once, or 300 people at once, or 1,000 people at one time, and get the message across and help as many people as we possibly can. So for me, that was important. So live hangout, and then let's see. I think we have 8 o'clock. I don't know. Do you advertise the 8 o'clock? Okay, so 8 o'clock tonight we have a meeting, live Google Hangout with our other team members that you can join us on and find out a little bit more about what we do. We'll both share links on our page for that. So let us know, private messages if you want the link right away. And yeah, I think that's about it for me. You got anything else to add, Chris? Okay. Look, guys, we love you and we're here for you. If you have any questions, if there's something you would
I'll
like.
see you guys next week, Wednesday.
Yep, 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock Hawaiian time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard. The southern states, I think they're down an hour behind us, so 5 o'clock. So please keep Anthony and his grandfather in your prayers. His grandfather had a stroke, but he's doing really well. And so he wasn't here with us this week as a result. So please keep Anthony Trosclair and his family in your prayers as they go through this difficult time. And just remember the people around you. Keep them in your prayers. The more we love one another and we pray for each other, the more power we give each other, the more encouragement and enlightenment we give one another. And I love you guys. I got to go. It's time for me to hit the road. So thanks. Peace.
Love you.